One day, I know one day, after being down here for so long, I'm gonna be like, oh, girl, that's just a roach. Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sherelle. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time, again, thank you for just showing up for me. Kind of wanted to talk about my transition. I recently transitioned from Massachusetts to North Carolina, where I'm at mentally right now. This year has been a trying year, starting from the 1st of July all the way up until, I want to say now. Some ups, some downs, some goods, some bads, right? Like life is lifing. It's called life. So with that being said, my initial plan was to transition to North Carolina June of 2025. It just so happened that I had the opportunity to do so even sooner. Once I found my apartment, my place out here, I went back home, made sure to wrap things up back in Massachusetts. You know, and let me just say this, like when you're going through a big transition, you want to make sure that you are really focusing on yourself. Call it selfish, call it what you want. When you're being selfish, at least you know that things are going to happen the way that you want them to happen. It's all about you and your families. I took care of me and my family, but I also decided and tried to help out a friend, and which went sour and caused me more mental drama for no reason. I am in the process of forgiving that person and just chucking it up and giving it to God, because I know at the end of the day, He is the one that is going to make sure that I am fine, that my family's fine. When you are transitioning, rule number one, focus on self. You may not have the capacity to do like you normally do for others and show up for them in that kind of way. Not only was my mental health really affected with this transition because I had more on my plate than what was necessary or needed, that it came out physically for me. Like I was angry, I was responding in ways that I hadn't respond or that I normally don't respond to in those kinds of ways. Like I was being just short-tempered, right? Like because your body is under a lot of stress. Rule number one is to really focus on you and your family, so that way the vision that God has shown you, the vision that you see for yourself, you can fully focus on that. One thing about me is when I am transitioning into any kind of new space, not only am I in a new space, but I'm also in a new environment in North Carolina, which is totally different than Massachusetts, you all, right? First things first, they have roaches. Listen, Massachusetts has roaches. Thank God I have never experienced that. But when I talk about roaches down here, I mean different kinds of roaches. You got the big roach, you got the little roach, this color roach, that size of a roach, that shape of a roach, roaches with wings, roaches without wings. It's just really a lot of roaches. And one of the main things when I say that to people who are locals, like, you know, if I do move back to Massachusetts, it's going to be because of the roaches. They say, well, welcome to the South, baby. Hold up, wait, welcome where? Oh, no. Me, I do not like insects. I literally have a phobia. I feel as though I got this phobia because of my childhood. I used to watch my mom scream when she seen insects or just different kinds of insects, different kinds of bugs. She would just scream. So I definitely believe that I picked that up. And me also, I don't like insects. I don't like ants. I don't like anything that comes in packs and that scatters. That to me is, oh my God, it just makes my skin itch. It really does make my skin very overwhelmed. It makes my mental overwhelmed, just me from head to toe overwhelmed. So when transitioning, be sure that you know you are doing your research about this place. Yes, I'm going to tell you guys one other thing. You can read something all day, baby. You can read it all day. But when it comes time to actually being in that environment and experiencing the things that you have read, that's a whole nother level that I was not prepared for. So I really had to stop, take a moment, pray. My OCD was kicking in. That's all I could talk about was the roaches. And because when we got here, we've seen a ton of different roaches running around. But let me tell y'all one thing. I made sure to bomb. I made sure to put boric acid down. I got this Alpine WSG spray. The exterminator came out and it sprayed. I have not seen any live anything in here. And I'm really thanking God that I'm not seeing them, and I don't want to see them anytime soon. So I would say, like, really practice what is going to ground you. Some of the things that are going to help ground me is I love to do a lot of DIY with my furniture, with stuff that I already have. I just want to just refurbish it and make it look really nice for this space. My birthday is September 21st. I will be 38 years old, and depending on when I upload this video, I don't know if it's going to be before my birthday or after, but yes, I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 28. Can't y'all tell? Don't I look 28? I'm going to be 38 years old on September 21st, and I just want to be grounded. I want to be grounded. I want to feel at peace regardless of whatever the situation is. I don't want to let an insect that has no dominion over me or no power over me rule my world. So I just want to get into a place where I'm doing a lot of DIYs. This is why I'm doing this video, y'all, because I'm like, listen, do not forget what you're supposed to do, what your calling is. So doing more videos. I will be doing more fitness videos. If you do not follow me on Instagram, please do so at Clenchin, CLENCHIN_fit. I will have that below in the description. Please go follow me. I have a lot of funny content on there, and I am starting my own fitness clothing brand, which is going to drop in the next few weeks. Yeah, so you all, I have a lot going on. I have a 7-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old son who's going to be going into school. He's going to start school out here. My 7-year-old has already started and really loves it. One of the things and one of the reasons why I moved was because there was a lot of, there wasn't enough diversity in the neighborhood that I was in. And I could tell with my youngest son, him being on an IEP and having his own struggles within, learning, right? And it wasn't diverse, and he didn't have a lot of people that he could relate to when he looked at them. So that was one of the biggest things for me. And you guys, we so lucked out, or blessed out, I should say. We so blessed out that his teacher is a black woman. She's older. She's, I believe, 54, she said, and she do not play that. I said, yes, he needs to be checked. And she said, girl, listen, you already know. So I just appreciate being able to just be myself with his teacher, walking in his school and seeing other black teachers, males, females. And that was one of the things that was lacking where we were living in Massachusetts. Another reason why I decided to move was because it was just time for a new chapter in my life, in our life. It was time for new beginnings. I feel like there's more resources with the work that I do, the social work, human trafficking work. I felt like there was more opportunity to grow down here. So yeah, like leaving my job after 11 and a half years and starting this new journey is liberating, and it's just very freeing, you all. And I would just say for you guys, if you guys are trying to move, remember to do all your research and to try to just keep your mental at peace. Keep it at peace. Keep it in a place where you know that you feel most comfortable at. And if for me, yes, I was having a few drinks here and there because it did relax me. With it being my birthday, I'm going to have me some wine. That really helps me, and it's going to set in while I paint and I do my thing. You all, this was a lot. I'm so happy that I was able to just really kind of share where I'm at in my journey. I have been in North Carolina for about 8 days now, and I have seen in my apartment one living big huge roach and one dead roach, or I should say a bunch of different dead roaches. So I believe that when the last tenant left, that they came in, they cleaned out, they sprayed, they did all those things, and the roaches were dead. Just please, guys, be clean. That's all I want. I don't know how people live with roaches or any kind of insects if it's in their control. Like, if you have the means to go out and do what you need to do to make sure that your space is clean, please do so, because I know I cannot live in a dirty space. I just cannot do it. And not to say that all roaches come from dirt, because they don't. I just have to have control on it. So you guys can see where I'm at mentally with these damn roaches. But one day after being down here for so long, I'm gonna be like, oh girl, that's just a roach, and just be able to just not in my house but outside, like that ain't nothing. If I see him outside now, I'm still running because I just don't trust him. We don't want it. So with that being said, again, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace.